Do I have audio now on YouTube? Come on, man. I have no audio on my just chatting. Okay, there we go. I do have audio. I do have audio on my just chatting now. Okay. Perfect. All right, let's check Twitch. I have no audio on my just. I'm just going to check Twitch real quick. And make sure I got audio. I should have audio. Am I frozen on Twitch? And make sure I got audio. Yep, I got audio on Twitch. On my just saying. Am I frozen on Twitch? All right, so back to what I was saying. Yep, I got audio on Twitch. Back to what I was saying. I have audio on everything. I'm rolling. My just chatting's working. I just got to remember to add my mic. When I do, I didn't add my mic, which I'm using the mic on my webcam. And perfect. Okay, so I can move on from this. But before I do, I just wanted to say, if you looked at my streams yesterday, I was having technical difficulty. I was running a lot of different apps at once on my computer, and I thought Lightstream was shitting on me, and it was to a certain degree, but it was also my computer that was shitty. I did get a lot done yesterday. I should have never run the Sizzle GG app at the same time as anything. That app is ass, and it eats up everything. Your computer. I mean, it's just, and the amount of time it takes for it to make clips is absurd, and the clips are repetitious, and I think it's pretty useless actually. I'm going to use the fuck out of it while I have it, and then I'm going to dump it before the 30 days are over. I'm still on the fence about Lightstream. I still don't know if I'm going to be. I don't know if I'm going to be keeping Lightstream or if I'm going to go to OBS or Streamlabs. I'm still on the fence about that. Like right now, my stream is just not. So I'm not having a smooth experience here with my webcam integrated with my just chatting scene here. So anyway, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to get off to just chatting, and I'm going to get into some gaming. And I just want to explain what was going on. I've been working my ass off to get all these inlays in and get all my buttons in and my donation button. I finally feel like I deserve a donation button. I've worked hard enough to where I think I can see if anybody's interested in helping me through this financially to get bigger. And I do not have a lot to offer at this stage on my page other than me and my entertainment value and my gaming experience. So, yeah. YouTube is still fucking fried. It's still frozen. Still not moving. I don't know why. Let's try some more. Is it finally going to unfreeze? No, it's not. YouTube is actually frozen. My stream on YouTube is frozen. So Lightstream, once again, has shown me that it was not a good choice, or it's just the processing power I have in my computer, which is not terrific. My laptop. All right, I just locked in the camera and those settings. So, yeah, I'm just going to move on from just chatting. And let's make sure that I actually frozen on YouTube. My stream will not move no matter what I do. That's fucking brutal. That is absolutely fucking brutal. I can't believe that my it's just frozen. It will not fucking move. Let's check Twitch. Same. Oh, yeah, same fucking thing. Twitch is frozen. Fuck you. I think that's because of my computer. I don't think my computer can handle the processing power of everything it's being asked to do with the webcam. Why am I fucking talking right now when my stream is fucking frozen? This is fucking infuriating. All right, let's move. Let's move along. Hold on. So let's keep it moving. And we're gonna go to gameplay.
Wow, just chatting was working for a little while. All right, so we're in business. We're not frozen anymore. I just I just tried to do my just chatting screen, and yeah, it didn't work. It wouldn't work. It was obviously, as you can see, it was frozen, right? It was fucking frozen. But it's not frozen anymore. It was frozen on both Twitch and it was frozen on YouTube. Which means I guess my computer just does not have the processing. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, rented lips. My real ones were at the shop. My computer doesn't have the processing power to pull off the webcam and everything else it needs. I'm asking it to do. So this is where we're at. I need to turn the camera off one quickie, and I will be right back for some gameplay. And when I say gameplay, I mean gameplay. When it comes to off the grid, I'm gonna fucking muck it up, mate. I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna fucking stick my hand down people's throats. I'm gonna pull their hearts out for them, and then I'm gonna stomp on them. Right before I show them the squished heart, I'm gonna stomp on it. Right? Yeah, I'm coming. You know it. Here we go. Not yet, but soon. Be right back. Be right back. We're gonna go in a mission real quick, 5-10 minutes, then we're gaming. There's so many funky things going on with this thing. I'm telling you guys, I don't understand Lightstream at all. It just, or either that or my computer is just that fucked. We're gonna find out here in about 3 or 4 months when I can afford a new one. The last few. Oh my god.
Fucking nice and show them how crazy you are. Who you got to be so people can stop their shit. So many times can you get weapon back? Obviously used them very well. So many things you strong and powerful, which ultimately led to peace. That's what led to peace. Be a deeply spiritual person, not be kept in shallow relationships. Small talk. So fucking nice and shallow. I mean, people are going. You see a deeply. Understand what to be is where? Awareness in all forms. Attention to how people feel. Paying attention to the. I want to see you jump up and down on. I completely blame you for this.
Fucking kidding me? What in the fuck is going on? What's the matter, boo boo?
The students are quarantining in South Carolina after measles exposures. Two schools in Spartanburg County were now grown to at least 8 cases. Dr. Sutton, these 153 students now have to quarantine for 21 days. That work if more of them test positive.
Yeah, well, during this period, children have to quarantine who are vaccinated. So important to understand here, this quarantine is very much preventable, as children who are vaccinated can stay in school and stay protected. So what happens at home? Parents must watch for symptoms of fever, rash, other signs and symptoms of measles. And if that child is cleared at the end of 21 days, that are often cleared by public health officials and then allowed to go back to school. But Diane, there's an important part here: testing resumes. If a child is found positive, then that isolation period begins, and then contact tracing around that child begins. It may lead to additional quarantines. We don't yet know. It's a symbol of what's going on across the country, not just in South Carolina, but also in states like Minnesota. For example, we're seeing these quarantines take place, again, because there are children who are unvaccinated. We've seen a steady decline in vaccinations since the pandemic, and unfortunately a rise in outbreaks.
The CDC says measles cases are the highest they've been since 1992. So how are they trying to turn that around?
Yeah, with education, a lot of the confusion comes to parents through the voices, through opinions, through a lack of scientific data. But what's important to understand is that science cannot say 90 outbreak here, and that's not just in the United States. We're seeing this vaccine misinformation. There's a lack in the ability to access to vaccines itself in other low-income countries, and because of that, we're seeing a rise in the rate of measles and other preventable infections.
Over 150 unvaccinated students are quarantining in South Carolina after measles exposures. Two schools in Spartanburg County where an outbreak has grown to at least 8 cases. Dr. Sutton, these 153 students now have to quarantine for 21 days. What happens if more of them test positive?
Yeah, well, during this period, children have to quarantine who are unvaccinated. So important to understand here, this quarantine is very much preventable, as children who are vaccinated can stay in school and stay protected. So what happens at home? Parents must watch for symptoms of fever, rash, other signs and symptoms of measles. And if that child is cleared at the end of 21 days, that are often cleared by public health officials and then allowed to go back to school. But Diane, there's an important part here: testing resumes. If a child is found positive, then that isolation period begins, and then contact tracing around that child begins, and it may lead to additional quarantines. We don't yet know. It's a symbol of what's going on across the country, not just in South Carolina, but also in states like Minnesota. For example, we're seeing these quarantines take place, again, because there are children who are unvaccinated. We've seen a steady decline in vaccinations since the pandemic, and unfortunately a rise in outbreaks.
Thank
The
you.
CDC says measles cases are the highest they've been since 1992. So how are they trying to turn that around?
With education, a lot of the confusion comes to parents through the voices, through opinions, through a lack of scientific data. But what's important to understand is that the science has not changed, and it still remain highly effective and safe, up to 97% effectiveness. And again, these quarantines, these outbreaks are completely preventable. This year, we've seen at least 44 outbreaks. That is significantly up to the around 15 outbreaks last year. And that's not just in the United States. We're seeing this globally. There's vaccine misinformation. There's a lack in the ability to access to vaccines itself in other low-income countries. And because of that, we're seeing a rise in the rate of measles and other preventable infections.
And over 150 unvaccinated students are quarantining in South Carolina after measles exposures. And they're from two schools in Spartanburg County where an outbreak has grown to at least 8 cases. Dr. Sutton, these 100
8 5.